Oddities. Stay strange.
Yay!
We did it.
We did it. I love a smooth start. Welcome back to Oddities, everybody. I'm Cassie.
I'm Kelly.
And welcome back to Strange Town. Now you can have a sip of your beverage. You,
Yeah, this is so good.
you tried to drink that twice, and I can.
It's the Alani Dream Float.
Ooh, I
And
don't know what Alani is, but it sounds good, all of that.
It's an energy drink. It's what I'm surviving off of lately.
Energy drinks and fumes. We love to see it. Did I say welcome back to Strange Town? If not, welcome back
Welcome
to
back to
Strange
Strange
Town.
Town.
We're here. Per usual, you can find everything you're looking for in our description. Our social media, our email, the artists we've worked with, our Patreon, our merch store. We've decided to get rid of our website because traffic was a little low. So to save some time and effort and money, we have gotten that. So if you're trying to get a hold of us, make sure you email us directly, because that website doesn't exist anymore.
It's gone. Bye-bye.
It's gone. Bye. So, a borste, my borste. How is my borste?
You know what? I'm going to now live on what you just told me, which was in 20 days you'll be in your new house.
That's right.
And you know what? That's holding me together.
You're welcome. There you go.
I had a friend last night ask me how the move was going, and I told her if I had $1 for every bump in the road that there's been with this move, I would have a pretty chunk of change. I said
This is not a smooth move for you guys.
I said I also arguably could write a book on the do and don'ts of
Yes.
buying and selling and moving, because
Yes.
I feel somewhat of a pro at this point. I said it once, I'll say it again. I never want to move again. I never want to buy and sell again unless I have billions of dollars and can pay other people to take care of everything for me.
Or you're moving next door to your borste.
I mean, that works too. That works too.
Worth it.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
right now, I am very just done with this whole process.
I don't blame you. This has been a long road for you guys, so I'm so glad that you are so close. Like, call it 2.5 weeks, and you're for sure done.
Yeah. 100%.
You know, I mean, aside from the unpacking bullshit, but that's like kind of fun and exciting.
That part I do like because it's the second chance to get rid of more things.
Yes, and set up your space for however
Yeah.
you want, and then
I like setting up the new spaces and all that stuff, and we're gonna be there. I think right at the beginning of snowy season, so I'm down for
nice.
that.
Okay,
You know, I miss me a good snow. You know this.
you're gonna love it. You're gonna be thriving. Think of all the cool like LL Bean gear you can get.
I have nonstop been looking.
Patagonia,
All the colors of all the rain boots.
all of the rain boots, Columbia, REI, like there are so many good ones. You're gonna just be like such a granola girl. It's gonna be so fun.
I have to say, Michael is already up there. He started his new job,
Yay!
and he is thriving.
Is he loving it? Oh, good.
He's loving it. Yeah, just last night he found a comic shop that does D&D on Wednesdays, and he jumped
thrilled.
right on in on that. So he's already making new friends. I'm so proud of you, honey.
That's great. Oh, I'm proud of him too. That's wonderful. It's hard to
But-
make friends as an adult.
It is, and he's doing really good. And I think my favorite thing that I've heard from him is that he was sitting in his car at lunch, and he looked over, and there was a bunch of deer right outside of his office.
Oh, yay. It's like you're here.
It's like so cool. And he's like, this view is so much better than my last one.
Nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, bye desert. See you.
So, you know, many good things to look forward to. And I'm just holding on to all those right now.
Also, like, no earthquakes, so that's great.
They do have some earthquakes.
Okay, but I'm gonna wager it's not the same.
Oh, it's definitely not the same. Also, I
So.
can't wait to not be hearing sonic booms.
Right. I can't wait for you. Well, that's all excellent, and you are
Yeah.
so close, and it is almost It's almost Christmas, which is our second favorite holiday.
Yes. I
So,
have to admit I'm a little depressed because there's been no decorating. There is
yeah.
like because moving and stuff. So I'm glad that I've been able to participate at my parents' house.
Yeah,
We put up the tree. The kids helped my dad put up the lights. So there's that
totally.
Christmas-esque. I did I did go ham on some advent calendars because if I was going to have anything, it was going to be an advent calendar. The dogs even got advent calendars. Shout out to Trader Joe's.
Oh, everybody's getting the advent calendars.
Yeah.
God bless Trader Joe's. Like, I
Oh,
mean, yeah.
oh my God. I got so much skincare from there that I'm obsessed with, dude.
Really?
The body scrubs, mwah. The body butters, mwah, mwah.
Damn. Okay, maybe that's what I need to invest in then. I mean, because I'm all about the Korean for the face, but maybe the rest of my body I can go Trader Joe's.
Quite frankly, the rest of my body has been very happy. My face, as you can see, amazing, and it's because of your skincare
You look
suggestions.
flawless. Thank you.
Um,
I'm glad you're loving it.
I literally just stocked up on Cyber Monday on more
Me
stuff.
too.
So,
Me too.
yeah. Uh,
Perfect.
Other than that, how's my borscht doing?
Your borscht is good. I'm thrilled that the end of the year is coming. I did get out of jury duty,
Oh, yay!
so that's no longer happening. Um, yeah, I mean we're hanging in there. I am establishing some new friendships, which is cool. All ladies from the library.
I do love
Also my
this.
naturopath. So we're
And I
just
do love that.
we're just thriving. So the ladies from the library and I are having a trashy TV night coming up. We're each selecting an episode of our favorite reality show and we're gonna watch it and have pizza.
I need to know what you're selecting.
I'm selecting Love is Blind.
Okay. All right.
Yes, yes. Um, if I had access to The Bachelor, I would probably select that. That was like my
Valid.
longtime go-to. Let's see. Oh, there's an opening on the board of directors at the library for a volunteer.
I am so excited for this.
I'm interviewing for this tonight because it's time to shake up some shit.
Oh
So,
God, I love this. I need to hear all about that.
I will.
I
If I'm
need to hear
chosen,
all
I'm
about
about to
that.
be everyone's favorite nightmare. Um, but and tonight is also the final food truck festival of the year.
Oh,
So we're gonna grab some goodies. We're not gonna stay because it's going to be a wind chill of 9 degrees.
oh hell no.
So we are grabbing and going.
Hey, that's fine.
Yeah.
We went to our food truck festival like 2 weeks ago, and there was these really great guys. They were doing smash burgers, and they were giving samples out, right?
Oh
So you could
shit. Okay.
sample before you commit. And they gave the tall one with forgetting that they put jalapenos
Oh
in the meat.
no.
Let me tell you something. That tall boy handled it like a champ.
Proud of him.
I am
Proud of
like
him.
so proud of that kid.
That
But
was
damn, that
devastating for a
smash
second.
burger was delicious.
That sounds really good. They have a new truck tonight. It's a French taco truck.
Oui, oui.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds très bon. So I might try that one, or there's like this I might be healthy about it. There's like this healthy bowls, like whatever. Or there's a soup truck.
Soup.
And it's like, I mean, if it's gonna be that damn cold, like it might be good for soupy. So we'll see.
Oh,
So t
I
today's a
can't wait
busy
to hear it.
day.
I love that
Yeah,
for you. My
thank you.
goodness.
And then yours truly, am taking off from work the 23rd through the 4th.
I'm
And I
so
will
proud of you.
return January 5th. Thank you. It will be a nice break. I'm glad I saved the PTO for it.
No, that's a well-deserved break.
Thank you. It's been a ride this year. Yeah. So, it's been like a little bit of this, a little bit of that lately. Oh, we replaced our front door because we had
And
some wood
she's
rot.
gorgeous.
She's pretty. We're like 90% of the way done. So the guys will need to come back once a couple more things are come in from being ordered. But
Mhm.
for now, it's great and it's pretty, and then we can paint it.
What are we thinking?
Well, on the inside we'll keep it white to match our trim and stuff. On the outside we had a light green. We might switch it and change it to match our shutters, which is a slightly darker green, but it'll probably be green again.
I have to say, You're a
Yes.
genius when it comes to picking out paint colors.
Thank
So
you.
just know your future is going to be me sending you paint samples.
I can't wait. Like, so when I go to any kind of like do-it-yourself home store, like Home
Yeah.
Depot, Lowe's, whatever, there are two sections that I enjoy spending time in. One, the paint swatches.
Yeah.
Two, the lights.
Valid.
Those are my two favorite
Yeah.
sections. Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
have amazing light fixtures in your house, so that
Thank
tracks.
you. Thank you. Well, I am excited to help you with whatever questions you may have because I enjoy doing this stuff. So it'll be good
Love it.
shit. But and you know what? We are the opposite. So we basically like threw up Christmas all over our house. So I'll just send you a bunch of pictures, and then when you're feeling like maybe a little bummed, you can just like look at the
Yeah.
pictures.
I'm
Okay,
not
we'll
gonna
do
lie.
that.
There's a specific two Christmas photos. Well, now three that you've sent of a little Borsty,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
I do look at them frequently.
So there you go. So
You,
I'll just up the ante. I'll maybe I'll hold the little Borsty in all of the Christmas light photos, and then it's just all you could ask for right there.
yeah.
So, anywho, not our standard 13 minutes of prattle, but we're pretty damn close. Should
Yep.
we get the shoe on the rude?
I think we should.
Now it's been a minute. I don't remember which one of us went first last time.
I have no idea.
Okay, I can kick us off.
Yeah, go ahead, kick us off.
I'm continuing our little theme here of weird places in the United States. So I'm covering Moon Lake. It's in Utah.
Okay.
First of all, what a cool name for a lake. It sounds like it's a Scooby-Doo location.
It does
Or like
actually.
Nancy Drew. Or like, I'm pretty sure there was a game, a Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake for Nancy Drew. So maybe that's why. But anyway, cool. Cool name. We love to see it. Several Moon Lake recreationists have had encounters with unexplainable phenomena that many would refer to as monsters or even some ghosts.
Oh
There's just like
yes.
a hotbed of activity happening at Moon Lake, which like if it's named Moon Lake, you have to know there's gonna be some
There's
shit,
gonna be
right?
something spooky.
Right, for sure, for sure. It is probably most famous for its sightings of a creature in the lake that most accurately can be described as something similar to the Loch Ness Monster. Um, However, this one lives in Moon Lake, so people call her Mooney instead of like Nessie.
I kind of like it.
I, I do. I do too. So I have a like an account from one of the previous owners of the Moon Lake Resort. His name is Bill Reardon. He shared this account with a newspaper, and there are also like a collection of like some firsthand encounters from like other campers who came to this resort. So I'm gonna try and get the tenses right, but I might screw it up a little bit, kids. So let's talk about our Lord and Savior Mooney. Um, so on most summer nights in Moon Lake, you can find that there are like some, people are done with like their jet skis and shit and boats for the day. So like there are moments when the lake becomes so calm and like it's even mirror-like, right? There's
Mm.
no wind, there's no boats, it's just totally still. This would only occur in the very, very, very early morning or like right around dusk or the evening, because throughout the rest of the day, breezes and like activity would fuck this up. And so during these rare times is when you would see the monster.
Mm.
When it appears, you'll see like a V-shaped ripple moving slowly but steadily through the center of the lake, usually coming from the north end and zigzagging, but mostly running closer to the far shore opposite it.
Oh.
And it would appear like a rounded object pushing water in front of itself, moving very smoothly, just enough to create a ripple, but not like any sort of breaking wave or like true wakes or whatever. So one morning around mid-June, this person sees it. They were drinking coffee at daybreak in the lodge, watching just as legend would have it, a mirror glass lake come to light, and there it was. And they saw this V-shaped movement through the water. They grabbed their binoculars. Um, and so they walked toward the lake, past like, all the typical shit, horseshoe, volleyball courts, whatever. They stand up on a log near a flagpole. They focus the binoculars again on like the apex of the V as it approaches the shore. And you know, they couldn't think of any fish species that would like swim in this like picture like how geese fly
Yeah,
like and it's
in
like
the
a so
V.
that's like basically what they were seeing but in the water. No log or stump or boat or wind could be making this ripple, and it zigged toward the far shore, not sharply but kind of like a wider than right angle from the direction as it traveled. And is as it headed that way towards the person, they couldn't see anything really breaking the surface. It's like whatever it was lurking like just underneath. And it was just this rounded push of water at one point in the front. And after another, it would like approach and retreat a little bit and approach and retreat. And eventually it disappeared downstream. And, wondering still to this day what the heck they saw. The
Yeah.
whole thing lasted like less than half an hour. This person didn't meet anybody that morning who was lucky enough to see what they had seen. Um, but this person and his wife witnessed a reappearance a few weeks later that summer, and it was precisely the same. The same direction it was coming from, the same type of movement and behavior. It was just a little shorter in duration.
Uh-huh.
Um, and so to them, that was like the monster of legend that everybody sees. But the thing that's like strange to me is like nothing ever broke the surface. So like if this is like a serpent thing, like how like the Loch Ness monster supposedly like pops up every once in a while.
Yeah.
This one like didn't in either occasion that this person like saw this. So
I
I
have
don't
in my
know.
head that it is a
Hmm.
big ass catfish.
Okay, so I think that's a very reasonable explanation because fucking catfish can get
They get
huge.
huge.
Like actually massive.
Yeah.
But I don't know how they swim. I don't know how they travel, but I feel like if it was big enough, it could make that sort of V shape
Yeah.
like formation in the water. Um, Now, there are other legends associated
I
with Moon
love it.
Lake.
Tell me more.
Okay, so there's a supposed Native American death ritual
Hmm.
that occurred, and the body of the chief was secured in a big canoe. Um, and only like four brave members could journey across the lake to a sacred burial ground. Two would be the medicine men, one honored warrior, and then the chief's eldest son would accompany like the canoe or whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
And so um, the entire tribe had traveled from home for like a substantial period of time to watch this like dead chief make this journey. Um, and so an ancestor had chosen the burial ground that lay across Moon Lake. There were no trails around it. The path was like straight across the lake by canoe. The rain had fallen since the tribe gathered, so to the tribe they felt that like the sky god was sorrowed for their loss. And so slowly, this canoe um, pulls from the shore, and like there are fires surrounded by like dancing members of the tribe. They're wailing like a death song. All that's left behind is the canoe, and the people accompanying it make their way across the lake. And so this ceremony would go on until everybody returns. So one medicine man in the front and one behind the corpse would chant like a song, and they had like these low like rattling charms and sacred power over the dead chief. And then like quietly they would part the water's surface. They'd make it to the far side. uh, and anyway, the bodies raised from the canoe. Momentarily drums would stop, um, and they would transfer this chief over to the burial grounds. And so the canoe starts back. The sky seems to darken. The waters become very, very still. The rain ceases. We get this weird, like, stillness that fills the entire air. So the paddlers, on their return, they start to, like, quicken their pace, right? And so midway across the calm water, the tribal members stare in horror as a large hand comes up under the canoe
No, thank you.
Yep.
No,
It
no,
clutches the passengers and pulls them under the water.
no.
Yes. Yes. And so on the shore, of course, everybody's like, it's like picture with me like those 90s like DJ scenes where it's like, "Ree!" and like the music stops. So like the tribe, like they stop their drums. Everybody's like, what the fuck, dude? They run to the
Oh,
water's edge. Nothing's to be seen. No bodies, no parts of the canoe surface, nothing comes up. And it was as if like the boat and the people had never even been. And so the people like left on the shore all gathered. They all like get as far away from the lake as possible because they're like, shit, what is
yeah.
that? And the story goes that an evil spirit had claimed the water of the lake, condemned the burial ground next to it, and never again would any tribe member come to the water's edge because death would lay beyond it. And so to this day, few Native Americans venture near Moon Lake.
I want to go.
I mean, yeah. And also, by the way, apparently it's called Moon Lake because it's shaped like a crescent, in case you were
Oh,
wondering.
I'm down.
Yeah,
I just thought maybe because, you know, the reflection of the moon was really good off of it or something.
sure. No, it's because it's shaped like that. Here's another one. So it was a warm June day. This person was up at Moon Lake for a family reunion. The day was boring. All the kids wanted to go out on the lake for a boat ride, so their great uncle was more than willing to give them a ride out on the boat. He's prepping the boat to enter the water, and then all of a sudden everybody gets this weird, eerie feeling. The kids were too excited to pay attention to this feeling, but the adults were like, this is odd. So a bunch of the kids jump at the opportunity of being the first ones out on the lake that day.
Yeah.
This person's parents come down to the shore um, as they climb into the boat, and before they could tell this kid to get back on the shore, the great uncle was pushing the boat away. And so the great uncle takes them up um, by this dam that's close to the lake around the backside. They're all having a lot of fun. They didn't even care that it was starting to get dark. They'd been out for so long. And suddenly the hair on the back of this person's mom's neck stood on end, and 20 yards behind the boat, in the engine waves, something was following the boat.
No.
And so this mom is watching. She's like, "What the fuck is this thing?" And the closer the boat came back to shore, the better their mom could see this thing following.
Okay.
And it looked kind of like a log, but it wasn't. It You could almost make out a fin, and the water would slither over this big thing like it had sort of like scales, sort of. And as the party approaches the shore, the thing stopped following them, and it looked as if it was kind of startled by noise coming from everybody on the shore.
Hmm.
And yeah, so to this day, this person feels like maybe they had the Moon Lake monster following them. I'm still standing by your suggestion of the
It's a
catfish.
catfish.
Got to be a catfish,
It's a
right?
catfish playing catfish as a monster.
Yeah,
I don't know what to
basically.
tell you.
Basically, yeah. Okay, let's see. There is a ghost story. So,
Yay.
here we go. Um, Next time you find yourself in the wilderness sitting at a campfire, you have to tell, friends, the story of the ghost at Moon Lake. So, it goes like this. This is the ghost of a young girl that you might encounter. She appears in broad daylight. You might see her while you're walking through the woods around the lake, or even just sitting on the banks. She might be just she'll come up to you and she'll be crying and asking for your help. And she appears to be maybe 6 or 7 years old. And she's soaked as though she's fallen in the lake or something. And she's shivering. Her lips are blue because it's cold. And you want to help her. So you reach out to take her hand, but she'll vanish right in front of you.
Oh my god.
I know. She has been appearing to campers and hikers for years, and each time she is wet and shivering, and each time she disappears right in thin air, right in broad daylight. And some people don't necessarily see the little girl, they'll just hear her. So, sound travels across the water,
Hmm.
but while you're walking near the lake during the day, you can supposedly hear the sobs of a child, or loud splashing as if someone or something has fallen in the lake. And when you try to locate where the sounds are coming from, you'll be unsuccessful. And so as darkness falls, things get a little spookier. Um, you will hear nighttime noises of the wilderness, of course. You'll hear owls, you'll hear, I don't know, chipmunks or shit, whatever. But you will also hear an ear-piercing scream.
No. No,
Yeah.
thank you.
Uh, and you'll say you're in your tent or whatever camping, you'll get out of your tent, it'll stop, and then when you get back in your tent, it'll start again, accompanied by the sound of splashing in the water nearby.
No.
And so if you walk down to the lake, though, everything will appear very calm in the moonlight. And later, you might even hear footsteps running near your tent.
See, I thought you were about to say if you walk down to the water, you will be taken into the water.
By that big ass hand that got the
Yeah.
Native Americans? Yeah. It's said that the young girl that these people see or hear drowned in the lake many years ago and still haunts it today. But a lot of people independently of one another will report these stories. And then lastly, there's something called the water baby,
Oh,
which
no.
I believe we have touched on water babies
We've
like
touched on water babies. I did one for Alaska.
yes. So, the story goes like this. It was a cold, moonless night when a young warrior awakes to the sound of very weird echoes in the night. And so he starts a fire up. He makes sure his weapons are close by, and as he listens to the noises, he keeps thinking he's hearing babies crying out by the water's edge. He thinks, oh no, it can't be that, because like nobody's around or whatever. So this guy begins watching the water to see what could be making the noise, and then he remembers a story that his grandfather tells him before he left. Uh, and he says, beware of the weepings and wailings that you hear at night, especially by the water's edge, for the water babies will pull you in and take you to their underwater village, never to return. First of all, though, I could get down with like visiting an underwater village if it means I'm not going to drown.
Agreed.
Just saying. Anyway, being young and like full of adventure, this guy's like, all right, whatever. I'll go see what's making the crying noise. I don't believe this shit. They're not going to pull me into the river, blah, blah, blah. So he goes down by the river's edge. He starts scanning the water until at last he thinks he sees something floating in the calm water. And so he wades out and he feels something grab his leg and pull him under. And of course, like all these thoughts race through his mind and he's trying to like fight to get up air and everything. So he's fighting the thing that grabs his leg and it speaks to him saying, my name is Antero. I am a water baby, and I have come to take you to my house, which is down deep. And this water baby was small, like the size of a 2-year-old, and
Mm.
he has long black hair and wears a beaded like breechcloth around his waist. And seeing that, this guy supposedly had no choice but to go, he says to this baby, "I'll go with you if you'll let me go back to the surface and get some food and some air to fill my lungs." So the water baby agrees to this, but when the guy reaches the surface, he very quickly swims to the shore, jumps out of the water, and runs to his rifle and bow and arrows, and he starts shooting at the water baby, but he can't kill the thing. So he just leaves the place and goes down to the stream where he thought the water babies couldn't find him. And
Oh.
he sets up camp again and goes to sleep, and then he vowed to never be dumb enough to see if
To
a
do
baby
that
was crying
again.
for its mother again. And so that's how the story goes.
There's a lot
Long
happening
story
there.
short, yeah, long story short, friends, if you hear a baby crying in the dead of night by a lake, I
Maybe
mean, I
don't.
know, I know, like, the urge is to help it. Maybe just, like, leave it. It's not your problem.
Yeah, like, no
I mean,
thank
just,
you.
like, use your logic. For the most part, when is a baby going to be out in the middle of a lake?
Valid.
I mean, I'm just, like, I know, like, terrible things happen, but also, like, I sincerely doubt that that's actually happening.
Yeah, I
What
agree.
I think is what I think is two things for these different things. One, I think the Moon Lake monster is a catfish. Catfish can get fucking huge.
Really, really huge,
They'll basically
especially
just like
with
keep
their
growing
environment.
as yeah,
Yeah.
as long as the environment will allow it, they'll just like get massive. Two, with the ghost girl, I mean, I can't explain the visions, but if you hear somebody like crying and screaming, like bobcats sound like they're screaming, foxes,
Coyotes.
coyotes, like animals make some weird ass noises.
They're terrifying, but they're there.
And also, like, even though you might not feel a wind above the lake, if there's forestry around, like, there could be wind passing through the forest, and, like, wind makes some weird noises,
Hmm.
depending on how densely filled the forest might be. Whatever. As for the water baby, I mean, I've never come across a 2-year-old strong enough to pull me under the water and also speak to me, like, eloquently enough.
Yeah,
to so I'm gonna just wager that that's an old story to keep like kids out of the water at night.
I agree. Like it's got to be a legend.
Yeah, like I think
Yeah.
that's probably just, the huge. But anyway, Moon Lake, I think has some shit, probably just because it's a spooky atmosphere. But like
Yeah.
the little ghost girl, I mean, it could happen. Like drownings happen.
They do, and unfortunately they are mostly children. So, I
Yeah,
could see it. I could see it.
yeah, yeah. But that's what I got for you.
Well, that was an excellent topic for the
Thank you,
record.
friend. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I have nothing close to that at
Perfect.
all. In fact, I'm in a different country. So,
Oh, well, where are we? Where in the world are we?
we're in London.
London.
Mhm.
Okay, that's fun.
Today I'll be talking about the 40 elephants.
The 40 elephants.
Mhm. They are mostly well known as the 40 elephants, but they also have been called the 40 thieves. So let's jump into it,
Why
shall
not
we?
both? Yeah, let's do it.
They operated from the Elephant and Castle area of London.
Oh, there it
Um,
is. I was wondering where the elephants came into play. Okay.
they were allied with the Elephant and Castle mob,
Uh, oh, okay.
led by the McDonald brothers. They raided quality stores in the east and west end of London. They and ranged all over the country. What was particularly interesting about these 40 thieves, 40 elephants, is it was all women.
We love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
We love to see it.
The gang was also known to masquerade as housemaids for the wealthy families before ransacking their homes.
I mean, honestly, it's a smart plan. Like I can't critique it.
Yeah, they were in existence from at least 1873 to the 1950s.
Oh my God.
Isn't that insane?
That is insane.
It's so cool. They're so badass.
They are so badass. That's so long.
um, there are some indications that they have existed since the 18th century.
God, I hope so.
There were mentions of young women and girls connected or acting as accomplices to the male gang from the McDonald brothers were had formed.
Okay.
The members of this gang were between the ages of 10 and 20. Um, there was a time where both these gangs seemed to coexist, and they carried tattoo marks on their hands in form of dots made with, quote, Indian ink. And the gang recognized each other by those little markings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not known for certain if this was like the accuracy of it all, right?
Okay.
But I mean, to be running for that long, I'm pretty sure there's some accuracy.
Probably, yeah, like we probably got some solid data to go off of there.
Yeah. Um, the first identifiable leader of the gang was Mary Carr, born in Holborn in 1862. It is thought that Carr became involved with the gang sometime in the late 1870s, and that she steadily advanced through the chains and just got to the top.
Love
As you
that.
do.
A ladder climbing queen.
She was later nicknamed Queen of the 40s.
Sick.
Yeah. Carr married a fellow criminal named Thomas Crane in 1888. The gang said to have used Carr's home at the 118 Steamford Street as their headquarters. The street had such a bad reputation that it was called one of the ugliest streets in London.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. Carr would take on allies such as Polly Carr, Eva Jackson, Anne Leslie, and Jenny Leslie.
Okay.
Little fun names
Well,
for her.
yeah.
She was later romantically involved with the leader of the one of the McDonald brothers. Carr was particularly known as the jewel thief in West End hotels towards the end of her career. Her charismatic leadership style and made her so famous her life that she was claimed to be the model for the number of famous paintings as well.
What the hell? What a full life. Okay.
Such as The Maid with the Yellow Hair by Frederick Linton and Dorothy Tennant. It was also suggested that Carr was the inspiration for The Worst Woman in London, a play by Walter Melville.
Oh my God.
She's a queen and I love her.
Iconic. Just a total icon.
She did go on trial and have a prison sentence for child abduction. A fellow 40 Elephant member, Minnie Dugan, succeeded her, but as Carr would be released 3 years later, it was entirely possible that Dugan was just temporarily filling in as leadership at that time.
Okay.
Both Dugan and Carr would be incarcerated in 1905. Helen Sheen, nicknamed Fair Helen, then had a brief stint as the leader of the gang in the early years, 1905 to 1906. Sheen was arrested and sentenced to 2 years after drugging and stealing from a man. As you do.
How's it feel?
Yeah. Carr, having been released from her last prison sentence afterwards, moved to Manchester, where she died in 1924.
Okay.
Like, pretty solid, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it was, like a good run.
From 1915 on, the gang was led by Alice Diamond, known variously as the Queen of 40 Elephants as well. The name was already taken. I'm just saying she wasn't the queen. I guess it's the
No, I mean,
queen.
she's, I guess a good, understudy.
Yeah. Diamond Annie and a friend of Maggie Hill and Dolly Mays says sisters of the gang, and was also the sisters of Billy Hill, who was also a gangster at the time.
Okay.
It's running deep.
It's just like a family thing.
It's just, it's a family business and they all took it very seriously.
A family affair.
Their heyday was the interwar period when the gang raided on a large scale, not only in West End of London, but also their major shopping centers across the country. They also forced smaller gangs to pay tribute on what they had done.
We were here first.
So, in like the most badass way possible, clearly these women entered the gang lifestyle.
Yeah.
Infiltrated, or that's not the word I want.
That's
I don't
not
know
it.
what
Infiltrated.
Yeah, my mouth just did something funny there.
Infiltrated.
The men's, quote, business. And really
we love
took
breaking
it
up
over
a
it.
boys' club.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean? And
they were like, no.
a lot of my research was like that they worked hand in hand. But
Okay.
reality was, no, the women were running this shit.
I love that. As they do. Good for them.
Yeah. I find it impressive how long they lasted.
That is so long. Yeah.
But it was an all-female London crime gang. And they specialized in shoplifting, which they called hoisting. And yeah, they're just noted for being a badass.
I love that.
And if there's
think that's
anything we
great.
love on this show, is badass.
Absolutely.
Specifically badass women.
How did you find these badass women?
This episode is brought to you by Cousin Nathan.
Thanks, Cousin Nathan. Good one.
Yeah,
How
he
did
told me
he-
about
how did
that,
he
and I was
find
like,
them? Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I had another topic planned. This one can't wait.
You're like, it's
This
trumping it.
cannot wait. This automatically goes to the top of my list. Holy shit balls.
Amazing.
I
Amazing.
enjoyed. I want to know more about them. I know there's more out there.
Yeah.
But I love a good women-run scheme.
Yes, absolutely. You killed it.
So, there you have it. The 40 Elephants of London.
Nice job. What a fun topic.
I love it. It brought me great joy this week. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. Thank you, Cousin Nathan.
Thank you, Cousin Nathan. As always,
appreciate
you bring
you.
me great topics.
Excellent topics.
Yeah.
Send some my way. Also, kind of want to like bring this back.
No, I think I'm going to.
Like, I mean, your new start in Washington is maybe the time
I agree. I agree.
to do that. Yeah. So, um, what a good episode. This was a very like eclectic episode, but this was a good one. I love
Yeah.
me some strange history too, so this was great. Uh, as always, Odd Fam, please of course let us know your thoughts on the topic.
Yes, please.
Send send us
Listeners' stories
listeners
and
episodes if you
suggestions.
yeah, if you have more topics that you'd like for us to cover, um, you know, whatever floats your boat if you just want to say hi. And until next time.
Stay strange.